Hello everyone. Come one, come all, come in general. This is Top Not Plays, your favorite YouTube video essayist, reviewer, talking man on the YouTubes, Reddits, Tickety-Talks, and nowhere else in particular. Without further ado, let's attempt to get through this. Also, you might have noticed in one of the other Wolf Among Us Let's Plays that I'm being a bit fidgety with it. That's because I have a new bed situation. The good side is that it's nice. The bad side is that it is harder to sit down because this bed is closer to the ground. So therefore I had to trade out my sick gaming chair for wool. So yeah, y'all probably can't see it depending on how I edit this. I'll probably use the green screen option from Clipchamp, but whatever, it's cool. So yeah, all of that out the way, no more making excuses for myself. Let's do this. Oh. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Okay. This begs the question. Uh okay. I believe the game plan. Oh dear me. Oh, I don't want that to be bent that way. My headphones were looking. Okay. Game plan. Here's what we're gonna do. I believe the game plan was go over to the Wild Pines lady, attempt to fleece her out of some money to pay back my stuff. If I end up failing miserably, then I will resign myself to the humble Shintoist Buddhism of the Hobocop, I suppose. And fingers crossed it doesn't come to that. So yeah. Oh yeah, and also attempt to talk to Gart and Everard, I believe, as well. So yeah. Okay, let's do it. Hello, Kuno. Kuno's little shit show. Oh god, that reminds me. I need to change up something. Okay, it's a good thing I have 2 skill points to spend, so that's nice. But that also means... Okay. Okay, +1 composure. Yeah, I imagine that will be more useful against the Wild Pines lady. Interfacing, I mean... Okay, interfacing, electrochemistry. Visual calculus over drama. I mean, either or could... Okay, you know what? Just because I know that there's a piece of graffiti on the way to the Wild Pines lady, I'll probably put these on for now, but I'll take them off before I talk to her. Conceptualization over suggestion. Conceptual. Okay, so I could have a 5 in conceptualization, but a 2... Oh boy. Okay, you know what? You know what? Just because, if memory serves me right, a 3 in anything is bad, I guess I probably wouldn't hurt myself too bad by by switching out my clothes to something a bit more respectable. You know, like, yeah, physical instrument probably won't be too handy unless I try to do a police brutality. So yeah, again, electrochemistry probably not gonna come into it very often. Esprit de corps though. Oh, hold up. Okay, esprit de corps. Oh, and shivers. Okay, yeah, that's a plus in 2 things. So you know what, we're going with that. Jesus Christ, my man's rocking a big, mighty boosh, if I do say so myself. Okay. That seems fine, I reckon. As it can be. Okay. Well, away we go, I suppose. Little girl. How much for the little girl? The women. I want to buy the women. Sell me your children. Oh, hold up. Oh, I thought I saw something. Oh. Whoa, what have we here? A bridge? A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one. Whatever, let death come. I'm Revacholian badass. Okay, it looks like we've got a construction code violation. I guess I'll have to take my chances. All of the above, to be honest. Looks like a violation. The lieutenant looks around. True, they never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of Revachol looks better, though. But, Lieutenant, think about the splinters. The bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time. After all, it's nothing to worry about. He adjusts his glasses. Shall we? Ah, hang on. I did have the visual calculus glasses equipped, do I? Yes, I do. So... Oh boy, in the dimming light some things become clearer. Oh, impossible? Okay, you know what, I'm going to try... Okay, it's a good thing I saved before here, because I'm going to try looking, again, a little harder. Just to see what it looks like. It's probably not. I beg your pardon? Conceptual... Oh, I put it in visual calculus, not conceptualization. Silly me, silly me. But yeah. Wow, that is quite insulting. You know what? Don't worry, ladies and G-spots. I'm not going to redo it all the time, every time. It was just the once. You know, I know when my meat has been sufficiently beat. Hello? There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
I don't want to know, no name to be defensive. Don't you? Hep, yeah, what? Just answer some questions, okay? I am in a bit of a rush.
Ask away, pigman, but I don't promise to answer.
Despite the sash, she puts the brush aside. What are you looking at? She nods disdainfully towards the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. Also, is it me or is the Wild Pines lady not here? If she's not here because I came at a later point in the day than I usually would at this point, then that has some very bad implications for me specifically. But the woman on the... Oh, she is still there, thank goodness. On the boat does not notice her staring. She hisses, That Ozone whore! She's got to keep an eye... Someone's got to keep an eye on her. Ozone is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Revachol. Its moneyed residents used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques rarely have reason to visit Martinez. Who is she? Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. He nods in her direction. She's a professional negotiator, though I have the feeling she will be very cooperative, while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know. Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet. Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozone. Do you know... what are you doing to the wall? Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural. An aerograffito visibile from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. So you don't know what to write? Why are you so committed to... Oh, so you don't know what to write? Have you ever tried your hand at graffito? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though just union cads, and my name's not Mona, so... She wants it to be something true and total. Why are you so committed to this building? This place is severely lacking in havoc, not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up so you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wool-sized invitation. I have an opinion. Want to hear it? Yeah? I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, fair warning, I do know one mild spoiler relating to this interaction and how she'll react if I speak my mind, but whatever, it's cool. I'm gonna... yeah, I love public art. Don't mind us, keep doing what you're doing. Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval. She means the opposite. You've lessened her desire to deface the building. Do you know anything about the murder? I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. She winkles her nose. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts. Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner. We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Oh boy. Catch you later, Cindy Cakes. Watch your back undulate. You've got eyes on you. Have a lovely afternoon, madam. Cape Side Apartments. Oh, hell yeah. I got twash. Oh, hell yeah. Looks like there was more construction here than I thought. Oh, more trash? More trash. Oh, and a magnesium. Oh. This is worth more than you'll see in your life. A striking woman leans against... Okay, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit confident with myself and say, you know what? Let's go full voice and take our time with this, because as long as I at least get the money, then I will be a very happy duck. So yeah, moving on.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her
Joyce
hand.
L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Uh, uh, RCM? What is that?
Oh,
I'm a little
I
foggy
meant you,
here.
the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police.
What does
Bigly,
L
my
stand
maiden
for?
name.
What gave us
Nothing,
away?
honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
Let's shake it, why not?
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip
Like
is tight
steel.
and cold.
There is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
Wow, I like her already.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
She also does look a bit like Maggie T, not gonna lie.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Right?
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. This is a tactic.
Yeah, but sumimasen, Kitsuragi-kun.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
I love you, man!
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You don't say. You're on a
Why,
boat.
yes I am.
Does she have a
The
name?
boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such
The
a
word-
beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
The word sloop sounds weirder, but okay. Cool, but your boat really needs a name. Needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why?
She taps the side of the boat. It makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about the sleek fish? How about Dolores? How about
Why
Dolores?
Dolores?
I just like the name for some. I just like the name for some reason.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion. Okay, because it was manufactured.
Oh, I could
in
try
Revachol
all of
East.
them.
What?
Because it's sleek and fish-like.
I think I'll stick with the factory name. Okay, because it was manufactured.
How
in
about the
Revachol East by a
X
company
something or
called
rather?
The X something.
The
X
extra
what?
The ex-wife.
Thank you for the suggestion. I see the word has emotional resonance for you. For me, sadly, none. So I will stick with the factory name.
Okay, but what kind of boat
It's a
is
pleasure
it?
craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business. My
How do you
sloop?
like it?
I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Not a lot of people on
Of
boats
course
here.
there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
What do you mean archipelago?
I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
Caillou? I thought we were in Revachol. Still, I haven't seen anyone. I thought we were in
We
Revachol.
are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a
I
boat
haven't
round
seen
here.
anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Oh, so you have. So that's how you knew. So she must have eyes on the ground then. I mean, she does. She's the representative. So
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Yes, I do.
You have the guns and the ammo. Take this Clausen fiend down.
Okay. Do you have a license for this boat? Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're on.
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Precio mundo! Class wartime, baby! No, it's a symbol of our subjugation to foreign capital. The bad kind of capital. Forget about it, I was out of mind. Preciso mundo, class wartime, baby!
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator.
He doesn't look like he thinks you'll best her in single combat.
Then what does that say? Does it say docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A?
The only Ghislaine I know is a very bad kind, so I don't think you have a leg to stand on, Lady Cakes.
33A? This old proletarian haunt here? As I said, plenty of people drive boats, of all social strata.
Fuck! You know what? Maybe it's good that I didn't succeed in that, because I am meant to make myself look like an arse on purpose. So yeah, there's an old 33A, there's old proletarian haunt here. She waves at the ruin looming overhead. As I said, plenty of people drive boats of all social strata.
She takes a sip.
It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Something is about to happen in here.
Of course.
Nothing happens for quite a while.
They will come from my head, the arguments. Wave your hand next to your head. It will help.
It doesn't.
Keep waving.
My. It's as if there's a tiny spinner on the side of his head and he's reeling thoughts out.
Except he isn't.
The lieutenant is satisfied with where this is going.
Ah, good for you, man. A thought is going to come out of my head and into my mouth, and I will say it.
Of course.
Keep doing it.
Lieutenant, I truly don't understand what is happening here.
Okay, fair enough.
I told you his methods are unconventional.
I swear to God, I'm usually sharp. I don't know what's happened. Why am I not killing it? Why are we talking? What are we talking about? Fuck this, I'm out of here.
Your marbles on glass, dear. Don't worry.
I swear to God. Hand. What were we talking about anyway?
It was quite a while ago, but I think... Yes, we were discussing my fast, large, ineluctably middle-class boat.
Do you have a license for this
Officer,
boat?
I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Okay, so I'm imagining if I had higher stats in like Half-Light or something, that I could get to very vandalical with it. So yeah. Anyway.
Good.
Okay, I have a handle on it. Tell me what about Wild Pines? What do you do?
We do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do?
Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Well, you're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
What exactly is a billion? Oh, what is that? Numbers like that mean nothing to me. The money I owe is so much less than that. What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What is it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Wow, that's it? I thought Wild Pines was supposed to be big Oh, I'm going to gaslight a billionaire.
And to think, there are years when the group books losses in the billions.
A wave hits the sloop. She grasps the mainstay.
Warpines employs 72,000 people, all of whom have families that depend on their salaries. It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantanga on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
It probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly. What does such a huge system want with a place like this? That's with a large royal monopoly.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does such a huge
You
system...
mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world? That's quite the endeavor indeed. You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them. That's the...
We built this district.
We. There it is. She owns up to it.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plaza's Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
Okay. This is an interesting tidbit of knowledge. Yeah, especially in terms of how it ties back to Kim's earlier talk with the racist lorry driver about how every ideology has been tried in Revachol, and God forbid anyone try to do anything right anymore. Yeah, so, okay, so they did do capitalism at one point before, people had complaints, and then communism happened. I'm exaggerating for simplicity, but we'll get there.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay, I'm going to go back
What
to...
we do.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pines, and that is...
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribe,
Ah.
Son-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity.
Why, thank you. I'm not at
A billion?
Ah! There's so much less than that.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary. But they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die.
She nods.
What can you tell me about this strike? Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos? Hi, how is you looking at the photo tied to the lynching?
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Oh. What
Quite
can
a
you
few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible after a night of heavy drinking I lost all memory of my life and the world. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing. I lost all memory.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She must have been suspecting something for a while now.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should enter some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Okay, you know what? Because I don't want to go back for a very long time, I'm going to up my chances a bit. Suggestion!
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuates.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like that.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, ma'am.
Hey, psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Yeah. How come there's word on the
You
street?
keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impel all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind.
Betty, I've been masticated.
Everyone
You know.
can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
What even is about this communism?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Okay. Well, not all of that sounds bad, but not all of that sounds good either. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down. Okay, well, I don't want to say that, so I guess I'm opting in. And start beating communists.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Well, okay then. Okay. Monsieur Kim? Monsieur Kim?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages
We should
yet.
take care of that, then.
But I don't have the
Let's
money.
talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Aww. Ah, good
This
lad.
is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it
Honestly,
would
I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
I thought I fucked things up very much. I was being quite crazy. I don't like your tone. I'm quite offended that you believe that I was not sufficiently mad. Yeah, but whatever, it's cool. I guess maybe I should have asked other things first before I got into certain other things, I guess. Good thing I can save Scum a little bit. Don't want to rely on that too much. Whatever, it's cool. We'll get there eventually. I wish I just failed. I should have failed. I should have failed harder. But whatever, it's cool. Oh, so really? I thought it was going going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it. What do you propose? That we don't investigate? We could just, find my badge?
I'm sure you will, Detective. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months. Yes?
Oh. Oh, damn. Okay, I was hoping I'd be able to talk to him again about the other thing, but I guess nah. Okay, well, before we do that, I'm gonna try talking one more time, Lady Cakes.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
You seem rich. Can I have some
Is
money?
what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor, poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're
Ashamed? I'm not ashamed. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. As I should be. That's even more for even considering it. This is a woman, and I'm a man. 5 is hilarious, but I don't want to risk not being able to come back to this.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Herd of billions? Herd of billions!
Voila, you're doing it.
You seem rich. Can I have some money? Can I have some money, ma'am? Help me. I'm poor. I need money to make a living.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm sad to hear that. How much do you need?
Woo!
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
Okay, 70 real. I need 10,000 real.
Come now. Nobody carries that much cash on their person. Particularly in a place like Martinez. I'd get robbed. And even if I did, I still would not give you 10,000 real. I would rather buy something nice with it, like expensive hi-fi or a new hydrodynamic E40 sail.
Her tone makes clear that you've violated some kind of rich person taboo. Wouldn't be the first time.
I like high-fidelity disco music, too.
I like high-fidelity anything, sir. Now, try again, but lower.
70 real, por favor.
That's a reasonable sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch. There must be about 200 real in that zip bag, maybe a little less, plus some change at the bottom.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You bribed me, all right. I'm your little peon now. I'm an honorable policeman, one of the few good men in Revachol. Funny that you're worried about this and not your ruthless exploitation of the entire human race. I'm still getting my head around this whole money concept. You were just helping me out.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
I guess now that we have that out of the way, okay, I first will leave and save. Berger, no. Okay, I'm going to ask her a bit about the strike just because now I'm quite sure Yeah, because the bill was 130 real, right? I reckon. So, therefore, I'm glad that I don't need to make my poor precious baby sell his unused car wheelers or whatever the fluff he has in his boot.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now. Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that's a subject for later. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
The scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Don't let her answer it herself.
No, I mean scabs. Let's call them strike breakers. You put them there, right? You're right, I don't know what got into me. Some of that degenerate dock worker lingo has rubbed off, it seems. Oh. Huh. I guess I'll go for 3 this time. But then again,
If the workers were organized by Wild Pines, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
what are
There
their
are
demands?
leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers
Checks
probably
out.
don't know what that means.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
What does that even mean?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision, about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan. And now, people are getting lynched.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynch?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Okay, that's curious. Because he didn't want to talk to us about whether or not anything was reported last time. So that's going to be interesting to have a chinwag with him later.
This checks out.
What do you think of Everard?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where...
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother. Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can organize labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
Okay. Okay, it's at this point I would like to say... Okay, but Joyce may not have great intentions, you know, and she is doing bad stuff for a bad company, seemingly. But also, she's not entirely evil. You know, I think I'm relatively comfortable saying that. She's not the worst person in the world. So, yeah. I mean, granted, yeah. She's to use some of the red tube parlance. Okay, she's a lib. You know, there's worse things than libs. You know, generally speaking, sometimes, at least a non-zero amount of the time. Anyway,
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
I mean, okay, you know what, I think I do... I will say I don't have enough to have an informed opinion, but I guess I do have enough information to say, at least, I mean, the Débardeurs, I guess they started off with good intentions, so that's good, you know, and it's just that people, good idea done badly, the done badly part is now coming to, I guess, I feel that it's strange that I've decided to internalize being a commie cop, despite the fact that I don't like, the ridiculosity of, like, okay, generously putting aside, communism may or may not be the right thing for Revachol at this point in time. Generously putting that aside, at least loosely based on my few, like, wiglets of knowledge about the communistics, like, a widespread implementation of every worker a member of the board is basically, like, becomes closer to impossible the bigger of an organization you're running. And if you're running an organization that's, like, countrywide or intercontinental in any way, then that basically means nothing gets done, because if you have to wait for everyone to do a thing before you can decide to do a thing, instead of having, like, smaller, clusters of managers deciding what gets done where, then that is seemingly then that is seemingly impossible to make things run. And making things run sounds nice, probably, hopefully. Like any communists in the audience, I am open to being called out as wrong on this. By the way, yeah, like by all means, comment, say your piece. That this is a safe space. I should hope for the most part. For the most part, why for the most part and not entirely? I mean, I guess for the most part because not everyone, deserves, patience, primarily people being fascistic, and there are disagreements on, who is or isn't being fascistic in the world at the moment, and that's a whole other can of worms, but where was I going with this? I'm starting to think I just am Harry Dubois. Moving on. I mean, 1 is good, 2 is how they are now, and voila. Yeah.
Indeed. And a hungry one. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She
disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
This forewoman, her name?
Oh.
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence, Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the Union's files. Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
And Gorman?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Oh, not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union, of course. How else can I help?
Oh.
Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
Yeah, I guess
yeah.
I do, yeah.
Like a horse, a workhorse, for hard work. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way.
Yeah, I
And you won't
fucking
let
ride
it
till I
break you.
die.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas.
Okay, ease it off a bit and let's cool it down with the racisms.
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style. You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. You're a straight rider.
Oh my god, it's Andrew Tate's voice. I'm internalizing I'm internalizing the top G, a hustle culture, bro. That is hilarious. Oh god. Hey boy. Yeah. My money don't dribble, but I do. Anyway.
Oh yeah, you took that bribe hard. You're a killer. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7. Are you rich?
No, I'm not exactly, no.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo.
It's because
Why
that
is
cop
that?
guy right. The system is broken. There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price. Oh, Jesus, fucking taxes, man. I so poor. I mean, I guess the system is broken, but also I'm kind of fluffed up as well.
Because of the taxes, G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachol?
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, this tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state's a myth.
Okay, savoir-faire, cool your jets. I'm starting to feel a little bit of the measure heads coming through.
98% of all your money.
No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number. This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Opt-in, but only bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, and how will deregulation help with that?
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay, well, I guess it's time we paid off the G-Man and got a good night's rest. Oh.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Sorry to disappoint you, lady. Oh. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
You know,
In the cabin, you see a set.
hold up. Okay, you know what? Yeah, No more cop talk. We're just going to talk to Gart, get some sleep, and maybe not die. And then maybe die somewhere else, but whatever, it's cool. Wonder if Kuno's still out there, though. Oh, he is. Oh, damn. Ah, where's the lady with the pin? Ah, I gotta go. Oh, damn right. You know what? Okay. Fuck it. Going back. New change of plan. Buy the pin back from the dude who I sold the pin to. And then next time I see little wheelchair lady, then I will give her back my pin because I am a good Samaritan. So yeah. And hopefully doing all that won't take too long. Oh, yep, come on. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the... Oh, damn. Oh, a sewer gate, you don't say.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here? The pawn shop is always open. Yes, fortunately, I still have it. 3:30 and it's yours. Here you go, officer. Anything else I can do for you?
Take care of yourself, crazy man. So glad that I'm actually finishing the first day of this whole situation after how many hours it's been. Jesus Christ. Oh, is that a woman? Oh, I can't talk to her. Honestly, probably for good reason at this point. Hey, G-Man.
Can I help you?
So about that money
Yes.
I
Have you got it?
can we come to some sort
Does
of...
that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Oh.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Not until you bring me the...
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Okay, we are going to do this only because I want to go through the song and dance of Kim offering to pay my situation, and then I'll be like, oh no, you're such a good friend, I could never do that to you.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers.
I have something here we could sell.
Transporting clothes.
Okay, I'm also going to I'm going to start reading super fast. So yeah, sorry to have to do this to you guys, but yeah, if this ends up affecting the emotions, but I want to try to get my dudes to sleep before midnight. But Jesus. Oh, I actually got it in. Moving on. Look in the suspect sport enclosure. The cage at the back looks uncomfortable, and something about 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark. I confiscated these 4 a while back. We can take them to the pawn shop by the Martinez Canal. What are those things? They're spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels when the wheels come to a stop. He makes a spinning motion with his hands. The caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them. It's just for vanity. Honestly, that sounds like an amazing physics demonstration. What, you said... what do you mean confiscated them? A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son. And high. Look at you. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing. That they are. Looks at the spit. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back. To put these spinners on your machine? No, that would be silly. He hesitates. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners? That would be outrageous. Yes, outrageously cool! He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark. I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me. Say nothing. The spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything. Don't take the spinners. Alright, let's not take them now. Then come back once we realize we have to. Have this conversation again, and then take them. Okay. Okay, God. Let's wrap things up for to-diddly, I suppose.
Can I help you?
So about that money. I have your money. He glares at... Oh. He glares at you suspiciously. So that and the bills on the counter. Here it is. Here it is. Sorry for your trouble. I have been the dickhead in this situation, so yeah. Great, thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for service rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. He taps his foot against the metal box installed on the back of the bar counter. Or the doors lock automatically at 2100. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow, 20 real per night. I'll take a room here too. He opens his wallet. Of course, he takes the money and hands him a keyring. Always happy to have officers of the RPCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? Okay. Well, I guess we're calling it a night here. Yeah, and a day outside. So, yeah.
Yes? Yes?
Oh, I thought a cutscene triggers out there, but I guess not. This is the door room you redecorated. Just a moment, we should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out on the balcony. Well, okay then. The air out... Okay. Let's go back to full. The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to a traffic hum, then...
Now then. We should talk about the investigation, but I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically. Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on.
Yay!
Then you shot the body down, which was quite the shot.
Damn straight, I'm a sharpshooting cop. Here's another thing. I was inspired by your confidence in me, Kim.
I admit I wasn't sure whether I should give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. We still have to perform the autopsy, though. But we did do a thorough search of the crime scene. That's great. Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work. I guess 1 and 3, to be honest.
Very important indeed. Well, we conducted an interview with Everard Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
Aw, damn. He has stuff.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
The one I haven't ruined yet.
You can look into the process of changing your name after we finish this investigation.
Kim must have had doubts about his name at some point too, but deliberately discarded them.
Have you ever wanted to change your name?
Change? No, not exactly. But I think all of us at some point imagine what our lives might have been had we been something else. And then we feel trapped by the names we've been given as symbols of the intentions and expectations of others. Even if I were to change my name now, upon hearing any syllable that sounds like Kim in the street, I turn to see who was calling me. But let's talk about Joyce Messier for a moment.
Now that's a cool lady with a cool name. I guess we didn't learn much, did we?
I have a feeling that she knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important. And dangerous. Very dangerous.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
My mind moves fast, the rest has to try to keep up. I'm training for a long-distance run. I want to raise money for charity. Yeah, that's just how we roll in the Precinct 41. Yeah.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
You suddenly... I didn't know. Oh.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM. The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the... We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal. Yes, the last time was 4 years ago.
Oh.
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on. He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
Hmm.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence. We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couronne and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best. The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
I guess it's hard to say. I guess we'll say the government, I guess?
It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
The Moralists International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed. There are a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
Ah, interesting.
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the moral intern?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me. A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
I could be misremembering. I'm assuming Dolores Day isn't at... Oh wait, no. I was thinking of Doris Day. Yeah, that's why that struck me as, oh, they gave a specific amount of time between when the story takes place and Dolores Day. Isn't Dolores Day a person? No, I was thinking of Doris Day. Different person. For all I know, Dolores Day is an entirely fictional being. So moving on.
Do you?
Things are bad out there. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. Immigrants, liberal oh. That is funny. I guess one or two. I guess I'll go with two.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Actually, vigilantes sound bad. Maybe you should make a... I mean, all of these are bad! I mean, I guess vigilantes does sound bad, though.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
And then there's the fact that he looks way cool doing it.
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuraga's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. The Union, the teenagers too. It's different in land. In Jamrock and the GRIH. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate. Me too, but I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Thanks for being a trooper, big boy. See you in the morning. Later, dude. Oh my god, how did I forget that I can pick up all of this trash? Oh damn, I can't pick up that one piece of Commodore Red, okay. Oh.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Oh.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Oh. Okay, this is gonna be... Oh, hang on. Oh. Chain cutters.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you.
Okay, let's go to beddy boys.
The bed is cold and not particularly. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come. Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh boy, here we go. So this is where I played up to off stream, so... Oh, hello.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face? That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium. Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I mean, that sounds funny, but I actually feel bad. Jesus, we have done some bad juju, have we?
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
Wow. Well, okay then.
You're not coming back from shit, thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding? Help you? Why? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head. So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover. Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head, like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
So much for being a shit compressor, I guess.
Good going, buddy. Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night? You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this.
Okay, I'm going to go back to reading really fast now. You need to be able to think. Why is this happening? No, it's not it. Really, I feel super good. Why is this happening? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system. But, Buster, time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Wait, what? Detecting is in my life. No, I can't take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days, basically a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks, maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired. That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without the spark. Okay. And with all of that, I think this is as good a time as any to call it here. So yeah. Wow. That was quite harrowing. I also have a life business to attend to in the real world, so I'm going to keep the pontifications in this outro to a minimum. Thanks for watching. This has been Top Not Plays, your favourite YouTube video essayist reviewer talking man on the YouTubes, Reddit, Stickety, Tox, and nowhere else in particular. And with me today is no one in particular at time of recording. Be sure to check out my playlist of all of my favorite funny moments from this channel, because I really like making the funny moments without having to make you guys watch multiple hours to get to the good bits. You know, unless listening to all of these are the good bits for you specifically, in which case, thank you for being so cool. Yeah, not a fat lot to say other than follow my socials and my Patreon. And I'm sorry that I'm behind on the New Year's resolution, but we will get there eventually, I reckon, if all goes well. So yeah, take care now. Bye bye then, and I will talk to you later. Bye.